In this video, I'll show how to use Microsoft Excel Fuzzy Lookup add-in. The use case I'll show is how to use it to clean up and standardize your CRM or your sales and marketing database. So a lot of times in people's systems, they have a lot of different variations of company names, so it's not standard company names, and that could be because of form fill outs or because of lists that you purchase, but you've got a bunch of different variations of the exact same company name. And then you may have a standard company list with, for example, a DUNS number, which is nice because it's a standard way to represent one company, and they all fit nicely, say, in one industry. So you can use this Excel Fuzzy Lookup add-on in Excel. It's free. It's a free download. And I have another blog post, and I'll link to this blog post the link for how to go download it and add it into your Excel. But it's a great, easy tool for kind of company matching and fuzzy matching in your Excel. So the way we use it, we get one list of kind of non-standard company names, and then just select those names, push Control L. That turns it to a table, and I name the table, just helps. So I might call this company output. And I've got my standard list with the DUNS number or some other standard identifier. We'll select this entire set. To select the entire set, just put your cursor at the very top column. If you saw, I put it in column A1. Come down to the very bottom, hold Shift and select it. It grabs everything. Then hit Control L, turn it to a table, and we'll call this standard companies. So now we have a table of our company output, and we have a table of our standardized company names. So basically this is a way to take company names that are non-standard, make them standard so that you have better reporting and just a cleaner database. I typically make a new sheet, go to the Fuzzy Lookup tab, hit the Fuzzy Lookup button, and then you'll see your two tables, and you turn it into a table so that Excel knows where to look for the data. Otherwise, it might be looking all over the sheet, and you just want to limit the set that Excel's looking for. So the first table on the left, the company output, the right table on the right, the standard companies. So I want to match company output from the database to the standard company. Just select them. You can select any. But we want to match company output to standard company name. Hit that button. That tells it, okay, we're going to match these two. Down here, these are the columns that it's going to bring over. So in my first table, company output, there's one column. In my next table, there's three: standard company, industry, and then DUNS, and then Fuzzy Lookup is going to give us a similarity. So how close does Excel think these two names are to each other? You can tell it the number of matches. If I'm doing a zip code match or something, I'll increase that because there can be a lot of companies in the same zip code, so I want it to find all of them. In this case, I'll just leave it at 1. And then the threshold, that's how accurate do you want it to be. So 1, that's an exact match. That's perfect. I know that it's not an exact match because I saw the company output. It's not as clean as my standard output. So I'll set the threshold. I usually set it about 0.85. That's just through testing. I've seen that anything below 0.85, although it can be accurate, there's much less matches than above 0.85, which is more efficient. So two tables, select the columns you want to match, select the columns you want to bring over, the number of matches, similarity threshold, and then hit go. And this will take a second, but you can see up top, that's the column from my first table. These are the three columns from my other table, and here that's the similarity score. When it's done, you'll get your cursor back from Excel. You can take a look at your output. So that's my first column from the first table. These are my three columns from the standard table. And I usually do a sort by similarity. And now we've got clean names. So those were all exact matches. That's why we have a similarity score of 1. If I scroll down some, you'll see some fuzzier matches, and that's a good example. Bed Bath & Beyond, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. So we've taken what came into our database unclean and rolled it up to its DUNS number and its retail. Some more examples, Random House to Random House Inc. There's so many different ways that a company name can be written. It's nice to have a tool to help to clean and standardize your database. So what I usually do, I usually get rid of all these ones that didn't match, and I usually take it up somewhere around here where there starts to be good matches. Just go ahead and gray that. Yep, so I get rid of those that didn't match, keep those that did. The similarity score is helpful to review how accurate the matches are, and then I can re-import this information back into my database so that I have a nice roll-up from this name, it's correctly this name, and it all is this DUNS number. Quick, easy way to help keep your database clean.